Hello, it's Friday the 11th. Today I'm doing wig stuff. So I've been putting together these ponytails. It looks kind of uneven. I don't know why, but whatever. Hopefully when it's on me it won't look uneven, but basically what I did is I attached that clip that I took off of the other wig that was bad. Attached the clip to the ponytail, put the wrap over it and kind of inside of the clip, wrapped it with the wrap that it comes with, and then wrapped it again with these little the gold things that I made. I also like kind of straightened and brushed the wraps before I put them on, tied it together here, and then added this little curler at the very bottom. And I did that on both sides. And then I also straightened her side pieces. So I'm gonna let that settle for a bit, and then later on I'll try it on, see how it looks. Hopefully it'll be okay. I think it's definitely better than it was. So yeah. It's Saturday, May 12th. I've been working since yesterday, but I've like totally forgotten to film anything whatsoever. Alex is here. She's doing some stuff. So let me show you what I have done, or what I am doing, what I've been doing. So this is my trim for her stupid thing. So basically I attached it to the interfacing so I can do embroidery for all of this stuff. So I drew out all the stupid designs. I kind of like simplified them. And I just made one up for the fourth one of these because I couldn't find a reference picture for it, so I just made one up. So I just had both of them repeat twice, pretty much. So it's like 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know. These should be closer together, but whatever. I just kind of simplified them, and I'm just going to embroider these in between lines too. And I also have cut out this same gold brown fabric, or tan, whatever. Camel is what it's called. It's called camel. This thing. It's like a lining. But anyway, so I cut these out, these two, and these are going to be the trim for that. But then I unpinned it because I was like, I should do the embroidery first before I start sewing stuff on. So yeah, I'm going to have to buy more of this fabric, and I'm probably going to have to buy more thread. And then I've got my armor over here, which I showed making that, but now I have to weather it. So I just stirred up some paints. I got a brown and a purpley one, so berry wine and real brown. What a great name for a color, real brown. So yeah, I mixed these with a bunch of water because that is what we're said to do. So it looks like weird, like eggplant soup right now or something. So I am gonna paint that on and then wipe it off. And I've never weathered stuff before, so let's hope it doesn't turn out ugly. It is Sunday, 13th, and I have not filmed at all today. I'm also talking really quiet. I feel like not great. But I've gotten a lot done. Alex went home earlier. Yeah, sorry I didn't film. I was just really into it and I didn't want to stop working, but... So first of all, this is what I'm working on right now. This is the skirt. So I just attached the trim on the side of it. So I just need to attach the trim on the bottom. I'm not gonna do the top. Well, actually I'm just gonna, I don't even know if this is the top or the bottom, but I'm just gonna hem it down because I'm gonna actually glue this to the inside of the armor. Weathered and sealed my armor, so that is there. Hopefully it looks okay. I don't really know, but it's done besides attaching it. And then the big thing I did that I should have filmed but I totally didn't is the top shawl thing. Last night I just like stitched on all of the little designs. I just kind of like simplified it and just made like 2 lines instead of 2 fancy lines, and etc. And then for the for the like little fleur-de-lis looking things, I just used a stitch on my sewing machine that's like this little like umbrella shape, and that was a whole big struggle, let me tell you. And then today I bought these little like circles and just stuck them on there, so yeah, that's kind of cute. And I put fray check on this, but it's still kind of fraying, but whatever. So that is done, and it was a big pain. Everything about this was a big pain. But that's it. So all I have to do now is add the other trim to this, and then attach that to the armor, attach the armor to everything else. And I ordered gloves. I guess I'm gonna order socks and wait for that to come in.
So today is May 14th. I haven't worked for the last few days because I've been really busy studying for the Praxis exam, but that's finally over and my internship is finally over. So I have like 4 straight days in a row that I can just do nothing but work on stuff, so hopefully I can finish up Boey in that time, because there's only like 2 weeks until the con. Last time I worked on stuff, I finished the cape and the tassels attached to that, and I finished the gloves. So what I'm going to start with now is the pants, which shouldn't take long, and maybe start on the boots. So here's what I have for the tassels and cape come together. And then the gloves I finished up by adding this gold paint line to the bottom trim. So that is that. Okay, so I'm going to be working on the boots right now. So what I've done, so I have these base shoes that I got because Boey has these like the hella heels on his boots. So I had to try and find a shoe that has that as a base, and it's kind of sad because these are nice-ish shoes. I mean, they were like $20, so it's not that terrible of a loss, but it always makes me sad to destroy perfectly good shoes. So what I've done is I made a like a sock type shape, and I'm going to kind of pull it over this.
So I'm working on my armor. I actually did this part this morning. I attached the straps to the front with elastic, and then tonight I attached Velcro here and then to the shirt. These are gonna attach to that. The sad thing is that this thing is kind of like wider than this, so I had to put them on the edge, and it's gonna be kind of like this. I guess I could put it there. I don't know. I did it some kind of way. But yeah, and then here, this glue is like still drying. I've been holding it down. I have a clip. So this, oh my lord, I don't want to like pull it off accidentally because it's still wet. This is gonna clip in the back here. That's all I'm doing for that. I also, her shoes have these little circles on them, so I bought these on clearance at Michael's earlier, and I'm just painting them gold. Actually, like, I'll probably use this side, which it came with. The front was blue, but I'm just painting it, what will be the back, I'll just flip it over, like golds, just so that it matches, just in case I've done like 5 coats or something. That's probably good enough. So there's that. I still have to attach my fabric to this, but I did finish my skirt and my top. Let me show. I won't do the whole thing, but basically I added my golds to the bottom and to the side of the skirt, which is gonna attach to that. Oh, I did my gloves yesterday. The gloves arrived, so I just glued on the gold to the bottom. They look okay. They're just cheap gloves, but I don't like making gloves, so whatever. Then I did the trim. I did this on Sunday, like after Alex had left. But oh, you know, I just realized this thing is supposed to go in between these two. And I just put Velcro. So I'm probably gonna have to put more Velcro.
So today is May 15th. So yesterday I didn't end up finishing the boots, so I've been kind of working on those today. So what I have so far is, so I made a like this boot cover type thing with a zipper in the back, and I'm about to kind of glue it down here along the front, kind of like along the whole bottom edge, so that the heel is still visible. So I have finished the boots, so you can see. So for these parts I had gold fabric that I had heat and bond on, but it kind of didn't work so well on this curved part because it's a curve and I had to do it like right on this thing. But I kind of glued this one-ish. The other one looks better. So I kind of just glued it on instead of using the heat and bond, but there's also like wonky. The very bottom parts are kind of like fraying a little bit, but it's fine. It's the bottom of a shoe, it doesn't matter. And then the same thing for this piece is heat and bonded with the actual iron. So yeah, oh, I have to put the, there's like tassels up here, but yeah. This was kind of a pain, but, and this is just gonna stay like that because whatever. Yeah, so shoes are done almost, except for that tassel. And all I have left now is the armor. So we're getting there. Alright, so here is my first actual test of the whole clothes part. Ooh, so the boots are done. Zoom in on those. So all the clothes are done right now. Yeah. I think it looks flippin' great. So all that's left is the armor. And I have to fix this thing, kind of got messed up, but yeah, I'm very happy right now. Oh. Today is May 16th, and today is Armor Day. Woohoo! So I made the armor pieces, so I used this EVA craft foam, and I just heated them a little bit. These pieces aren't really that complicated because he just has like 2 arm things and a chest thing that's mostly just flat. So you can't even really see how they're curved, but they're just a little bit curved to go on there. So I need to paint these, but I need to go buy more or some brown spray paint. And then I was also working on the head thing, which I just used the thinner craft foam stuff for this. Yeah. So initially I wanted to use like wood glue on this to make it hard and to make it keep its shape, but this thing is like not as big as my actual head is, so I can't really make it hold its shape because it's like I'm not going to put the glue when it's on my head because that just seems a little ridiculous. So I'm just gonna leave it flexible, I guess, which should be fine because it doesn't really matter. So I have to paint this, and yeah.
So today's Friday. It's basically the week before. All I have left to do is finish up my armor. I am gluing on the skirt to the armor. Oh boy. So here's how my skirt is looking. Pretty good, which is, oh geez, that's hard to do with one hand. Pretty good, which is exciting. It's glued all along the top, obviously, and then down the middle, like all of this is glued pretty much right in here. And then I added some like here on each side. So it's still kind of drying. And let me show you, last night I made these socks, which I didn't film at all, but I made these socks last night. So basically just kind of traced a sock that I had to make a pattern, then cut it out of this like stretchy fabric, and sewed some fleece to the top. So this is just gonna sit right in her shoes and have like that weird fuzz. So yeah, there's the socks. I'm painting this little circle that I got from Joann's. This is like the only one, oh jeez. This is the only one I could find in the right size. And it was actually like a clock and it was silver, so I have to do like a million layers of paint, just make it gold. And I'm kind of like, if it has a little bit of texture, I think that's good. So I'm just kind of doing it really roughly. So it kind of matches the ones on the shoes, even though it has a hole in the middle, but like whatever. So yeah, painting that, and I bought a chain for it, so that's gonna attach to that. So I just tried everything on. I didn't think to film because I'm dumb, but basically everything was good except the skirt was having some problems, like I suspected it would, because this is lined and obviously the Velcro is only attached to the lining, so it was like basically dragging down. So I thought, okay, what I'm gonna do is, I did it with this one just now, I cut a hole. Since this is kind of sewn over, I undid a little bit, cut it open, and stuck some glue in there. So I glued it to the other side. So now that is where it should be, and hopefully this glue will hold. I'm gonna do that also in the middle here. I'm gonna stick a bunch of glue. And here, this is good. I just added this Velcro here for the armor strips, so that's just drying, but that's good. I bought some bias tape to possibly do the line that goes up here, but the color doesn't really match, so I'm just not gonna do that. There's a few things on this outfit that I'm just not gonna do. But, you know, whatever, I did my best. And then this is good, tried that on, that's fine. These are my gloves that I did not try on because I'm dumb. And then this thing, I think has enough coats of paint, but it's still a little sticky, so it's still drying. And then I can attach it to my chain, which I'm hoping the chain will also kind of keep this together. But I'm gonna try my little glue method and see how that goes. I attached the chain right here, you can see. Pretty much I just put a bunch of glue here with the end of the chain. I kind of doubled it up because I thought it looked nicer and it would like hold a little better. So the two ends, I put a bunch of glue here and then I put some fabric over it to just help hold it down. So there's a bunch of glue. And then to attach the circle, I actually stole a clip from the thing that I bought for the little shoe things. It came with like a couple of other keychains and it was on clearance at Michael's. So I just detached the little hook from that and then attached it to this so that I could just clip it on instead of like trying to attach it. So I did that, and then because I didn't want to attach both sides to it, I thought it'd be easier to get on if it was like clippable. The other keychain that came in that was this little tassel. So I just glued the tassel on so that, oh dear, that you see it has the little hook, so that way I can just clip the chain on. And I basically put a whole bunch of glue and just glued this down. So I'm leaving it out for the moment just so that it can like dry completely before I like put it away or whatever. But that's done. This, I'm also letting this dry a bit more because the first time that I glued it, it actually came off when I tried it on, so it wasn't dry enough. So it's pretty solid now, but I'm gonna just leave this out so it can dry. That's good. And everything's done. Yay!
So today is May 21st and I have finished all of the armor pieces. So I've got my two arm things that go here, and I attached some straps to those, just fabric and Velcro, and I finished my chest plate, which also has some straps. So with that, I am officially done with everything for Boey, and the convention is in 4 days. So that pretty much concludes this making of video. Maybe we'll make some more of these in the future and outline more of our making of process with some more complex things or something like that.